When we think of pollution, we usually imagine plastic waste, smoke, or contaminated water. But there is another form of pollution that most of us hardly notice. It's called light pollution, the excessive or misdirected use of artificial light at night. For billions of years, life on Earth evolved under predictable cycles of daylight and darkness. Today, these natural cycles are being rapidly altered by streetlights, illuminated buildings, advertising signs, and urban expansion. Scientists now consider artificial light at night or ALAN to be an emerging environmental pollutant with serious consequences for biodiversity and ecosystem functioning. Research suggests that nearly a quarter of the Earth's land experiences artificial illumination at night, and the extent of this illumination continues to grow globally. Light pollution can be divided into four major types: sky glow, the bright halo seen above cities; glare, excessive brightness that causes visual discomfort; light trespass, unwanted light entering places where it is not needed; clutter, excessive grouping of lights, common in urban areas. The origin of light pollution is entirely human made. Rapid urbanization, increasing use of LED lighting, 24-hour businesses, illuminated monuments, growing energy availability have dramatically increased nighttime brightness. Satellite studies published in the journal Nature found that Earth's nighttime brightness increased by approximately 16% between 2014 and 2022, particularly in rapidly developing regions. Darkness is not simply the absence of light. For living organisms, darkness is biological information. Many organisms possess circadian rhythms, internal biological clocks that regulate sleep, feeding, migration, reproduction, hormone production, and seasonal behavior. Artificial light disturbs these natural rhythms and creates what scientists call ecological light pollution. Even low levels of nighttime light can alter biological processes from the cellular level to entire ecosystems. Perhaps the most visible victims of light pollutions are insects. A major review published in Biological Conservation found that artificial light affects insects in multiple ways. They are disoriented, they get exhausted, increased predation, reduced mating success, and changes in feeding behavior are all common. Millions of insects die every night around artificial lights. This is a particularly concerning matter because insects are vital pollinators and form the foundation of many food webs. Migratory birds navigate using the moonlight and stars. Bright urban lighting confuses them, causing them to become disoriented and collide with buildings. Studies have also shown that light pollution extends daily activity periods in birds and alters their migration and breeding behavior. Some birds begin singing earlier. They breed at unusual times and experience changes in hormone production. Many bat species avoid illuminated areas because light increases their risk of predation. Artificial lighting can fragment habitats by creating barriers that nocturnal animals refuse to cross through. Small mammals like rodents and nocturnal predators also experience disrupted feeding and reproductive patterns. One of the most dramatic examples comes from sea turtles. Newly hatched sea turtles instinctively move towards the brightest horizon, which was historically the moonlit ocean. Today, beachfront lighting often causes hatchlings to crawl inland instead of the ocean, and many die from dehydration or from predation. Recent studies have shown that artificial light affects freshwater communities as well. Research from the University of Helsinki demonstrated that artificial lighting changes animal behavior, population survival, and community structure in freshwater ecosystems. Plants also depend on light-dark cycles. Artificial lights can alter the flowering time, leaf growth, resource allocation, and seasonal responses. Studies have shown that artificial light at night can change plant physiology and even affect interactions between plants and insects. Constant lighting has been associated with reduced seed production in some flowering plants because of disruptions to nocturnal pollination. The effects of light pollution extend beyond individual species. Artificial lighting can alter predator-prey relationships, reduce pollination, disrupt nutrient cyclings, favor invasive species, and modify ecosystem metabolism. Scientists now recognize artificial light at night as a global environmental stressor capable of reshaping ecological networks. Some studies even suggest that light pollution can influence soil microbial communities and nutrient cycling process. The good news is that light pollution is one of the easiest forms of pollution to reverse. Scientists recommend several simple measures. Use light only when needed. Avoid unnecessary outdoor lighting. Turn off lights during late night hours. Studies show that simply switching off unnecessary lights benefits the pollinators and improves ecosystem resilience. Use shielded lighting. Direct light downwards instead of allowing it to scatter into the sky. Reduce the blue rich LED lighting. Blue wavelengths scatter more widely and have stronger biological effects. Use motion sensors and timers. Protect the dark sky reserves. Many countries now designate protected areas where natural darkness is preserved. Some nations like France have already demonstrated that legislation can significantly reduce light pollution. Artificial light has transformed human society, but every light we switch on has ecological consequences. The night is not an empty space waiting to be illuminated. It is an essential habitat, a biological signal, and a fundamental component of life on Earth. Protecting darkness means protecting pollinators, birds, plants, ecosystems, and ultimately ourselves. Sometimes one of the best things we can do for nature is remarkably simple. Turn off the light and let the night be dark once again.